What's going on, everybody? Can you hear me? Uh, and, come on in, come on in, come on in. Where are we at? Let me do this. Don't mind me. I'll wait. Let me just get up in here. What's going on, everybody? Hey, Juanita. Come on in. Come on in. I'll wait for everybody to get here. Come on in. Come on in. Hit the like button. Come on in. Hit the like button. We need to chat. This. I'll be right back. Come on in. Hit the like button as you all come in. We need to talk. I'm doing good. Come on in. Hey, Sexy 65. Let me just go ahead and put a kibosh on that. Let me go ahead and do this. How's everybody doing? How is everybody doing today? It has been happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Have you all been catching up of what's been going on? Is my audio okay? Can you all hear me fine? Can you all hear me? Hey, Empress, good to see you. Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Throw one in the chat. Hey, Cheryl. How's the audio? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Oh, okay. I see 1-1. All right. So I don't know if you all have been paying attention, but we are day 2 into the hey, come on in. We are day 2 into this presidency, and it is already unhinged. I don't know if you all have paid attention, but as of today, deportations have started. Trump has removed the Constitution from the White House webpage, and oh my God, I can't believe we are here. The craziness of it all. Hi, Sazzy. So far we have deportations. Vivek Ramaswamy is no longer in the administration. He lasted less than Scaramucci. The whole reproductive rights column and the whole Spanish page on the White House has been removed off their website. And all these border states are getting new ICE vehicles and deportation vehicles that have why are you just like it is about to get crazy. I don't understand how we got here. People have forgotten what the 4 years under him have been like. I don't know how quickly they forgot, but under the Trump administration, we were not at a good place, and the shit is about to get real. It is mind-boggling to me that watching some of these segments online and on X of how the maggots are in their fuck around and find out stage. He's repealing basically everything that Biden signed, including the prescription and lowering the the prescription drugs and whatnot, and costs are expected to quadruple, and people are freaking out online because they are now getting hit with, this is not what I voted for. I Oh my god. They started deporting in Bakersfield, California weeks ago. It's insanity to me that we are here in this place, and I personally have found out that some of my friends sadly have been undercover Nazis all this time, just from screenshots of a group chat from another friend that I was excluded out of, and how they truly feel. And Trump has just emboldened them to just do. It's been a lot. Well, Trump and JD, the port, if only. But it's we're in a dark time in America right now, and for the people who are just now finding out, um, there there are consequences of how you throw your vote around. Hey, Trevor. Um, I noticed that not only did he do the salute not once but twice, and you have people that are still defending it, saying that it was either a Roman salute or he was just giving his heart to the crowd, and they're trying to compare his salute to Elizabeth Warren's and President Obama's and Vice President Harris's salute. It's not the same thing. It is definitely not the same thing. Um, it has just, I mean, if you look at Elon's history with, I mean, the apartheids from South Africa, and then the organizations that he donates his money to what his dad's stance is on equality, and it's crazy. Mind you, his father married his adopted daughter and had kids with it. It's crazy. But let me see if I can go ahead and share this. 1 second. Give me a minute. Person. So when you go to the Spanish version of the White House, which is no longer available, go home. The White House removes the Spanish language from the website. And when you look, instead of it says go back to the home page, it just says go home. And with this administration, everything is intentional. It was intentionally put there. It is crazy to me how far, I shouldn't say how far, but how backwards we have become as a nation. We America is living in its last days. We are literally living in our last days in America, with what's happening right now with this administration and all the restrictions they have in place for the future to come. We knew that it was going to be a dark and unwelcoming place, but to see it in action, it is crazy to me. Hey, melanated, we can change it 2 years, and that's the thing. 2 years. That is 2 years of waiting around to make changes. Until then, we have to sit around and dwell and tolerate and deal with the shit that they have caused. 2 years of heartache and suffering for a lot of American people. And then I saw that he wants to give tax credits to those who pay child support, so women who have kids that live with them full time cannot claim them as dependents. I saw that was on the docket. What else? Let's just go through the list. One quick second. Let me do this. Let's just go through the list of so far what we got. President elections so far, that actions that have been already signed, guarantees the states protections against invasions, which said that it's giving him the ability to go and bring military into Mexico if he needs to. Restoring the names that honor great Americans, which means he wants to put up Confederate statues yet again. Designating cartels and other organizations as foreign terrorist organizations, giving him full authority to storm those areas, including stateside with the military, reforming the federal and hiring process, and restoring merit to government services, which means that they can discriminate against you and your orientation sexually and possibly religion if they revisit that. Ending radical and wasteful government DEI programs and preferencing. I can't even speak today. I'm so goddamn mad. Defending women from gender ideology, extremism, and restoring biology truth to the federal government. He wants to get trans out of the military, and they're talking about getting women out of the military because it is in danger. It takes away the strength of the American power. So keep that in mind because that's on the table. Establishing and implementing the President's Department of Government Efficiency, whatever that means with Elon Musk. America First policy directive to the Secretary of State, protecting the United States from foreign terrorists and other national security and public safety threats. There's a vague umbrella under that one. Unleashing Alaska's extraordinary resource potential, which means he wants to dig for oil, and it's a lot. These are 3 pages of shit that he's already signed to go into place, and it only gets worse. It only gets worse. You be Hey Princess, good to see you. They fucked around and are about to find out. That is definitely for sure. The fact that he was coward enough to have his inauguration indoors because he was so worried about crowd sizes, but blame the weather, should have been a red flag for MAGA. The coins that he's been peddling around, where he gained $50 billion, and these people have been losing money hourly since his wife dropped the coin. And he's a goddamn con man, and these people fucking voted for him again, which means it's gonna be terrible for the rest of Americans because these people are so goddamn stupid and they think they're gonna save him. God saved him. He's my savior. He didn't take a bullet. He took a bullet for America, and God meant to save him so he can lead us into the fucking promised land. This shit with these people are so goddamn annoying. It's exhausting. He said he wants to make America great again. How the fuck are you going to make America again when you don't invest in America and its education and its infrastructure, when you send all the jobs to fucking other countries to do the damn work, and then yet you complain that foreign workers are coming over here to take American jobs that you should be investing in that you don't want to fucking teach, but you blame the immigrants for taking them. It's exhausting. This country is, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's I know people have said, where was Luigi when America needed him the most? I'm not too worried or concerned about Trump. Trump is a puppet. Trump is a puppet that is backed by millionaires and psychopaths, and he's going to follow and take whatever money they dish at him and do what they want. It's crazy. It is insane, and we're only day 2. We're only day 2 into this administration. It's insane to me. the very same people that voted for him are going to lose their health care because they only have concepts of a plan. Their prescription drugs are going to go up. Mind you, most of them are on Medicare and Medicaid. So that's going to be an issue. All the food is being genetically fucking manipulated. So you're going to have all these health issues. And it's just, why are we here? I hate it here. I hate it here. Oh my fucking God. It's just people voted against their own interest, especially because we all know they want to preserve their whiteness. It's they might not say it, but it is what it is because they're upset that um, the birthright rates, is dropping. White women is not having children with them. I don't fucking blame them. And here we are. So instead of improving our country, they refuse to because they don't want to have given opportunity afforded to people of color. They only want to benefit themselves, and benefiting from themselves, the benefit for them and themselves are killing this goddamn country. At the end of the day, we're all American. And if you only want to preserve a certain group of Americans without helping and stopping the progress of this country, it is crazy. What did Cheryl? This is when I was a child. It's just it. Have you all seen some of these foreign countries in their grocery hauls and how much shit costs? Way cheaper than our shit. When a dozen of eggs cost like $1.10 and our shit's at $8. White women love black. There is a lady. She was I don't remember her TikTok name, but she was on TikTok saying why women are doing it. They're doing it to preserve their lineage. They're doing it because their kids are safe from sun damage and this, that, and the third, because they were able to survive and adapt. That's why they're having children with people of color. White men, the white men are being passport bros, hopping countries, and as soon as they get like 2 or 3 kids, the women are leaving them. And people swear it's out. It's just a lot going on. We are going to be suffering for what seems like a lot. They're instructing people of color and black people that have been born here to carry birth certificates and passports because shit is going to get insane with his whole stop and frisk without even asking, going straight to deportation camps. Stephen, that man's own family hates him, and the shit that they have planned for these migrants and these, I wouldn't even call them illegal aliens. I mean, even the ones that are here legally, he's trying to get rid of. So there's just so much shit. Let me turn this off. There's so much shit going on. It's we need to start growing our own vegetables and raising chickens to learn how to live off the land. I got my raised gardens already for spring, so but it's crazy. I can take. I'm here for it, but then again, you have those people. You have those people who are lazy, who would not do that. I was having a conversation earlier. People who are living on government assistance per se, right? And then they sit on YouTube all day and they gossip and they cause mayhem and create discord amongst one another. What are you going to do when those social service funds are cut? Because that is on the table. And what happens if Trump says you have 60 days to find adequate housing, adequate jobs to pay your rent, because Section 8 will no longer be a thing, and your food assistance will be cut. What are you going to do? Trump is trying to cut all of these social programs, like all of them. And people are sitting up here with YouTube drama, and it's like he said, it's a new sheriff in town. It's a brand new day. It's a brand new dawn. Um, shit's about to get real. Q beans and cornbread. I can't wait to see that. The OnlyFans. What they gonna be showing on OnlyFans? What they gonna be showing on OnlyFans? Ain't nobody trying to see. But yeah, Trump wants to get rid of these social programs that help families and low income. He wants to get back to redlining neighborhoods. They're already getting rid of the PACT Act, which stops banks from redlining neighborhoods, which they're doing away with. So that's going to get back to that and gerrymandering and all of that shit. He wants to get rid of Social Security, and they said they don't give a shit because in order to build a great nation, you have to tear it down and rebuild. And so that's what him and his billionaire friends want to do. They want to tear every single thing down and rebuild it in their image. They're getting rid of all DEI programs. They're getting rid of social services. They're getting rid of and cutting veteran benefits. There's so much shit. And the shit he has proposed for his first 100 days in office, it's insanity. So I'm just going to do what I can and take advantage of the tax credits that are afforded to me by him under having a business and run from that. But I feel sorry for those who are not in the same position and who voted for this man, because America's in his last days. Let me hop in these comments real quick. Let's your mom come to Bankhead in Atlanta and the rest of shit. Well, crimes is about to skyrocket. Yep. And then for him to pardon the Jan Sixers, he only did that because he needs an army. He needs his army to do his bidding of the shit that the military won't do legally. He is going to enable them, and he's gonna he's gonna get them out in the streets and do their whole citizens arrest and citizen shit, because the masters say so. And there's not going to be any reform. Not my stash big in the chat. So he wants those people out to do the shit that the military won't do to the American citizens, and they're not going to have any remorse or conscience of what they're going to do, because they're going to be like, well, my President Trump said do it, so they're going to get bailed out yet again. So I don't know how we got here. I really don't know how we got here, but I do know how we got here, and it's sad. It is very sad. But I hope America is ready. I hope America is ready. Porn stash. It's just mind blowing. It's I can't even. It's a lot, and the fact that people were upset that we have been through worse. However, I think we are going to top that with what's to come. It is getting insane in what they have planned. And he said that who was it? Not Robert Kelly. What was that guy's name that says that we did not take this country? We did not take this country and build it up to have black and brown people take it from us. So we know how they we know how they feel and what they think. That's why Kamala was never going to win. And then, speaking of winning, did Trump out himself to say that the election was rigged because Elon Musk helped him because he was good with the computers? Did you all see that? Let me see if I can find it. Please tell me you all saw that. Who will hold them accountable? Well, this is very true. One second. Let me find. And let's just go to Ted's video. All right. I was trying to find a video clip, but I'm gonna go to Tabitha's video. Fair use commentary. One quick second. I'll just get to it.
Based on the fact that there are still several hotel rooms available in Washington, D.C. There are no sold out hotels. That tells you a lot. Anywho,
okay.
So at Donald Trump's campaign rally on yesterday, he said some things. And I just don't feel that the things that he said were a slip of the tongue. I believe the things that Donald Trump said, which pretty much confirms that something wasn't.
Can y'all hear? Can you not hear? Throw one in the chat if you can hear. I wanted to make sure the volume was good. Okay, so you all can. Okay, so I'll go back.
Was on the up and up when it came to the tallying of the votes. He said it because he's comfortable. He knows at this point there's nothing that can really be done. That's what he and his team are thinking, because to be so bold to say what he said during his KKK rally last night, he pretty much came out and admitted that this election was rigged. Those are the words that he used. Take a listen.
It's pretty amazing, but he did that, and then he journeyed to Pennsylvania, where he spent like a month and a half campaigning for me in Pennsylvania, and he's a popular guy, and he was very effective, and he knows those computers better than anybody, all those computers, those vote counting computers. and we ended up winning Pennsylvania like in a landslide. So it was pretty good. It was pretty good. So thank you to Elon.
But wait, there's more. This really.
So he literally went up there and said that Elon, for over a month, was going to Pennsylvania to help him with the election, and he knew the computers. Did he not admit that the election was rigged? I think that he is so comfortable enough with his status, because remember, he said that in the beginning. Remember a few months ago before the election, he said, I don't need your vote. I'm going to win. We already have enough votes. Remember he said that? And why is it that Elon Musk called Trump the winner 4 hours ahead of time before the votes were in? Trump said that too on Rogan, because he had an app.
Solidified it for me. Really, this really solidified it for me. Take a listen.
Wasserman, they all came in on the Olympics, and then I saw Johnny, and we got the World Cup too. And you know, it's only because they rigged the election that I'll be your president representing you there. You know, I got both of them. I got the Olympics and I got the World Cup. And I said, you know, it's too bad. One was in 2026 and the other was in 2028. And I said, I won't be there. I won't be your president. But then they rigged the election and now we won. So I'm going to be your president for the Olympics.
Now, when you listen to what it is that he said, it could be one of two things. When he says they rigged the election, as in the Democrats rigged the election, that's why he's now standing there as their president. Who is the they? It could be they, as in people around him, currently rigged this election. That's why he's standing there as president. Which one is it? Y'all let me know your thoughts down in the comments.
So my thing is, let me stop this. I don't understand how no one was showing up to his rallies. People were literally walking out. Kamala's rallies were booked and fucking busy. And he got the popular vote and he got the majority. It just makes the math was not mathing, and it has not been mathing since the election ended. I remember seeing a letter. I need to stop watching CNN. I don't only watch CNN, I watch other news programs as well. Al Jazeera, The Hill. So I get various information from outside sources besides mainstream media. But if he sat there because he's so comfortable telling people what he does, I do believe that they did rig the election. Why is it that since the election, Elon Musk has been around Trump every single goddamn day, back and forth, flying to Mar-a-Lago, even on holidays, not with his goddamn kids, all 7 or 11 of them, but hanging out with Trump? It just made no sense. And I'm looking forward to the day that relationship falls out, because I think that's when then we will know the truth, because at some point Trump is going to get tired of fucking Elon. Speaking of that, did you all see the video of Elon just staring into space? Did you all see that? Why is Trump the focus of it? Why is Trump? What? 70 years of criminals like the Clintons, Bush, Biden. Really? First of all, the people that you have named have been civil servants of the public. This man has been an entertainer, showman, businessman, if you want to look at him that way, and con man. So let's just I don't have time. I don't have time. One quick second. Let me do this. I don't get these people energy. They're in a cult. They're seriously in a cult. I can't see the chat right now, but where the fuck is it? Let me get over here really fast. Hey, Miss Ree, good to see you. Dyfon. Who the fuck is Dyfon anyway? I've never seen that person before in my chat, so this is definitely a first that I am aware of. Let me hop on camera. All right, can you all hear me? Okay. So I'm. What is it? Don't make me go to X to find it. I'm gonna put a pause on that. But yeah, there's a lot of shit going on. I hope you all are prepared. I hope you all are ready. Get this mic out. I got my face. Okay. So yeah, that was my rant for today because I was just going through some things and I got upset what was happening. It's crazy. Let me do this real fast. No, I don't want to leave the studio. I don't know what that means. I completely agree. When I was gonna say when Trump was on Seth Rogen, but when Trump went on to Joe Rogan and said that what feature is that? Which one? Oh, this? There we go. When Trump went over and did that interview on Joe Rogan, and he said that Elon had an app, and that he called it 4 hours ahead of time before all the votes were, and he knew he won. It makes you. Oh, got it. But and Joe Rogan gave him that look like, what do you mean? And Trump babbled his way through that conversation, but it was an interesting situation, and the fact that the people have put this man back into office for a second term, knowing that his first term was a complete shit show, is ridiculous. People forget that when Trump imposed the tariffs on Canada and China, that farmers could not move their produce. there were so many segments about them not being able to get their produce and their agriculture out. Over 1,000 of them filed, I think, was it 1,000 farmers of the largest farmers agricultural community in the United States had to file for bankruptcy um, due to Trump's tariffs that he placed on China and Canada. Produce sat on farms. They had no one to pick the produce and ship because all the migrants were in cages down south and displaced throughout the country. So the farmers had work, and then they had volunteer Caucasian workers to go out to the farms to help them collect the crop. And after 30 minutes or so, some of the people were complaining about the conditions there. You can't make this up. Like, if you go back to some of the old news segments from around the area of 2017, 2018, of where like they had the clear people on the farms because the farmers couldn't move their produce and their crops, and they had volunteer white people out there on the farms, and they were already complaining like 30 to 40 minutes into being out there picking the fruits and shit. I think it was on CNN and a few other segments, and there was a guy and he had the red bandana on, and he was like, these conditions are unbearable. Like, I don't understand how the migrants can be out here all day and they barely make minimum wage. And at the time, Don Lemon was like, "This is what these people go through, and you can barely be out there for like an hour, and you're already complaining." But there was a lot that happened during that time that people so often gloss over, and how quickly they forget. Hey, Pink. Hey, Sonny. But these are definitely trying times for the American people moving forward, especially with what he wants to do. And if they were if the Republican Party could focus on moving the country forward instead of being so goddamn focused on trans rights, gay rights, and all this other shit, instead of infrastructure, education, to move this country forward and get things done, instead of having concepts of a plan, we could get shit done. But they're so focused on reproductive rights and what goes on in people's private homes. They've always been on that issue, which is very strange to me, because even if you look at the interactions they have with people on social media, it's always sexual. I've never understood how that side always turns something into sexuality. If it's not talking about what's in someone's pants or what someone is doing, and they generate these AI images of political commentators in sexual positions with same-sex anchors and commentators. I never understood why they are so mentally sexualized on some of these topics, instead of getting shit that could actually help America. The shit's just fucking weird. It's just hard to explain. I can't get out the words to articulate some of the shit I've seen when it comes to some of these MAGA pundits, when it comes to their commentary and how they interact with people online, and that whole entire fucking base of how they treat people. Hey, you, how's business going? But it's just very weird that everything is sexualized with that side of the party. And then typically they are the ones who are getting caught doing the exact same things they try to ban. It makes no sense to me. It makes no freaking sense that you want to. Okay, so now they really tell on themselves. Mm, they really tell on themselves when it comes to issues with relationships and sexuality and things of that nature, instead of passing legislation and getting together that helps to benefit the American people. But they're too busy concerned about which bathroom you need, or who you're sleeping with, and how you dress, and drag queens and reading books. It's just very weird to me, especially when that demographic is a low demographic within the 360 million people within this country. For them to focus on such small, minuscule issues from that background, and not looking at the bigger picture when it comes to education and infrastructure and funding teachers and roadways. And it's really weird to me, and it's very irritating that we're supposed to be the land of the free, but we are the land of we are the land of the most oppressed. Why are we one of the few countries that base everything on race? We are one of the few people that base everything on race. Like, either you're American or you're not. You don't need to put a color. You don't need to put a background on it. You're born here, you're American. You don't need to say you're black. I can understand if you're African American, which means you were from Africa and you moved here, to give you that moniker. It's just, there's so much shit going on and wrong with this country. I don't even want to get into it at this point. But I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link really quickly for anybody who wants to go ahead and have a conversation really quick. Let me go ahead and do this. Let me go ahead and drop the link. But I don't think I think in order for this country to move forward, personally, and I know I'm not the only one, is that this country needs to acknowledge its original sense of how we came to be, and stop trying to push everything under the rug until the dirt and the dust comes from underneath. I think we need to acknowledge it. I think America should not focus on banning books of America and its history and things of that nature, because we keep denying, and then shit just erupts and it's a problem. Until we as a society can acknowledge and accept what was done in this country of how we got here, until that happens, we're always going to have a problem. That's my opinion. Link has been dropped. Hit the like button if you all have not, or dislike. I don't care. Just do one either or. We must remember that countries drop their worst people off in the United States. It's just it's a lot, and I think we are going to be dealing with a lot for the next 4 years. And then it's just amplified with the use of social media. It's we got a long way to we got a long way to go. I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time, so I'm just here. But yeah, I'm gonna get into some other things. I'm gonna probably come back on later to talk about some other stuff. This is very, very true, and they want to deny the blood, sweat, and tears that were put into this country from the same very people that they're trying to ban and deport. So, hey, I'm doing good. I am doing very, very good. But I think I'm going to get off of here for right now. I'm going to come back later, probably around 9 o'clock tonight or so. and pull a couple of things from a few executive orders that I went through and probably go into that, or save that for an upload and then just keep it fun and cash tonight because I'm gonna be depressed for the next 4 years. I'm sad to say it, but I will catch you guys on the next one. I'm gonna get out of here really quick. I can't. You have to at this point because the way it looks down the road, it's it's going to be a lot, and this is just day 2 of this administration. But I will catch you guys on the next one, probably in a few couple hours. I'll give you guys a heads up when I'm going to go on and go from there. But until then, I'll catch you guys later. And I got to take my dog out because he's farting and it smells like hot fucking sulfur in here. And I'll be back. But I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.